Hi everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am smiling on the outside, but on the inside I am hurt. On the inside I am bleeding. On the inside I am traumatized because today a child could have died right in front of my eyes and there's nothing I could have done about it. So I would have met with the class and I would have finished teaching. I would have dismissed the class, and on my way out, a student came in the class with a bat in his hand. Now, is a student that I would have met from last year, September, a student where I have not seen any sign of unsettled behavior or undesirable behavior. Is a student who participates in class, who is not disrespectful. So this student coming with a bat, cricket bat in his hand, wouldn't have set up any alarm bells because we are in a cricket season. So by the time I saw the student with the bat, the student used the bat. I hit another child at the side of his head. People, I froze. It's like I was confused. It's like I didn't know what to do. I was either to grab the bat from the child or to rescue the one who fell to the ground because the impact of the bat really threw him to the ground. When I grabbed him, I saw blood coming out of the side of his head. So I rushed him to the nurse. People, it could have been a knife. And with the force that he used to hit him with the bat, what if it was a knife? That young man would have died right in front of me. As teachers, when we go in the classroom, we are in a war zone. We are in a war zone and we don't even know what is going to happen because these students are so exposed to violent behavior that the only way they can resolve issues is to become violent. But then within the class there was no form of exchange of words. They didn't have any argument. When I inquired, I heard that they had an argument yesterday. So it had nothing to do with today. It was a premeditated incident that happened in my class. And I'm saying, my God, that child could have died. And we are going to blame the teacher. Oh, what did the teacher do and what did the teacher do? What would you have done in that situation? It was not a case where they were exchanging words, where they were, throwing words at each other or having an argument or anything like that. That was not the case. This child would have finished his work. He would have asked to go to the bathroom, and I did grant him that favor. Understand? So then when he came with the bat, I had no idea that he had an argument with that child the day before. So people, parents, guardians, when you send your child to school each morning, we have to cover them under the blood because the enemy is like a roaring lion seeking who he may devour and is using some of these innocent children to do his dirty work. They have become so disrespectful to authority. The teacher is there. If it is that you had a problem, there's a channel that you need to follow. So if something happened yesterday, why would you leave and don't say anything to anybody? Then you come today to take matters in your own hand. So he came to kill him. But I thank God that it was not a knife, because if it was a knife, he would have died. We are in serious times. We are in perilous times. And the generation of today, what we are teaching them, they are not even interested in that. It's like a waste of time. Their minds are somewhere else. You are there teaching, but it's not about what you're doing. Your minds are somewhere else, thinking about what they want to do, thinking about something that has nothing to do with what you're teaching. We are in a war zone. The children are at risk. The teachers are at risk. We need to pray for our nation's children. We need to pray for the teachers. We need to pray for every single person who is in an educational institution, because the struggle is real. The struggle is real. And if we are not careful, we are going to be sending our children out there who are so callous, who have no regard for authority. They do as they please, and you dare not say anything to them because the government says this and the government says that. And they have more rights than the teachers, they have more rights than their parents, and the list goes on. We are in a predicament. And today, what I saw before my eyes tells me that very soon, even today, very soon it's time to leave. It's time to leave, because it can't be that, we can't find a better way to resolve our problems. We see in the streets, we see in our community, this is how, conflicts are resolved: by hitting each other, by stabbing each other, by using all kinds of weapons to inflict injury to each other. We can't continue to live like this. There has to be some form of intervention. And believe you me, as educators, we are trying, but we need all hands on deck. We need all stakeholders to step in, because if we continue like this, we are going to be losing our children. Just the other day, last term, at a school in Kingston, the young lady, she just walked to the next one and she stabbed her. It could have been me today. That could have happened right before my eyes. It is a dreadful situation. And I'm just asking all of you who are watching that please pray for our children. Pray for our nation's children. If you have a child, or if you are related to a child, any at all, pray for our children. We are in serious trouble. We are in serious trouble. And if we continue like this, we are going to lose children one by one. And you will not understand it until it has reached your doorstep. You will not understand it until it happens to somebody that you are related to. We are in serious trouble. And I'm asking that once you have finished watching the video, that you will like, click, subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.